Hey everybody, it's Lorraine Powers here. I just want to talk to you guys through about pairing your courses. This is for 110 and 137, and I'm going to use my 137 course just because I'm going to be teaching that this summer, and I can show you as we're going through. So the first thing you do when you come in is you want to do a thing that's called pair. So before you do that, I always like to go to my course itself, and you'll see your course here. You can access that by going to McGraw-Hill Connect outside of the actual course. All right, so you should be able to see it in there. And by course, I mean the Ultra Blackboard. And I want to view all. I want to see everything in there. If for any reason you do not want to keep the dates that we have, and the thing that with that is, I put all the dates in for 137. I gave the Tuesday after Memorial Day and the Monday after the July 4th. I gave an extension. Otherwise, everything opens up for this class for the 137. It opens up on a Monday, closes on a Sunday. If you want to change the bulk of that dates, if you want it to open on Tuesday, close on Monday, whatever works with your schedule, then my recommendation is to change all the dates, to manage to just select all the items you want to go here and change, and then come over here and manage dates. And there's two ways you can do it. You can do it individually with a particular assignment, or you can shift the dates. Like let's say you want to shift them all. You can shift them all one day or two. So you can move them all. So either one of those, it's up to you the way you want to do that. But if you're doing a bulk one, I would recommend doing it in advance so you don't have to go back once you're paired and do each individual assignment. Now, the idea here is you'll see some things called, and let me go back here so you can go back to Connect. You see some words here that'll be called deployed and paired. Now, paired means that your Connect course and the Blackboard are one that they find together. They do this through a process called deploying. I didn't come up with the terms, that's just what it is. So what you do is there is in Blackboard, there is this books and tools. And there is a McGraw-Hill link here called McGraw-Hill Connect LTIA Basic Link. Don't ever use that. Just don't go there. It will take you to your Connect section, but it won't allow you to make any changes. So just go, instead of doing that, come over here, click on any arrow, go into a week, anywhere you see a plus sign that comes up for the pairing, go anywhere. If it makes you feel better to be in the first week, you can do that, right? So that'll be a very important piece. Now, you might get confused when you look in this and say, but Lorraine, they're already, all the dates, everything is there. So they are there as placeholders. They are there so that when you pair your course and the course gets deployed into your Blackboard course, it knows where to put the assignments. Otherwise, wherever you go here, whichever one of these little plus signs, whatever folder or module, if you want to call them that, you are in, is where it will put whatever you are bringing over. So since we've already done that work and make sure they're all in the correct folders, you don't have to do that. So it should just pair. But if you go in right now and you click on your smart book, it's going to come up and you select connect. It's going to tell you you can't do it because you haven't connected your copied course with this one. So let's go ahead and do that now. So anywhere you want, click on this, go to Content Market. Click here on McGraw-Hill Connect LTIA. Don't use anything else, just use this one. It'll make your life just easier. It's going to ask you to go to Connect, select, pair with a Connect section, pair with an existing one. You should have that 110 or the 137 copied over, and I think the 110 said 24 on it, but the 137 says 25. So you come into here, you select it, you pause, you wait, and you say, great. You can either go back to Blackboard or you can go to Section Home. So let's go to Section Home. So I go here, and just so you know, a lot of times I like to do the student view. I also like to tell students, when you do the student view, just an aside real quick here, it shows them where the book is and how they can access the book without having to go through the study plans all the time. All right, but for what we're going to do is we're going to look at the dashboard. Again, I go to View All, and now you can see, and these you can decide to add yourself. I didn't add those yet. But you can go into here, and you are now deployed. And so everything you have will be in the right folders, and it should be all the right way. Now, what happens if you get something like this at the bottom? You have test assignment, it went, test 2, it's not deployed, or test 3 has this thing that says unassigned. All right. So basically, that means that you created an assignment for test 2 and you need to deploy it. So to create an assignment, you go add an assignment. You can select pretty much the question bank. There's the application-based activities. You can do, I'll do connect orientation video. Let's see, I'll just do the SmartBook 2.0. I'll select the questions I want. I want to add them all as an individual, set of questions. I continue, right? I can set my date here when I want them to have it done by June 1st, for example. I could call it practice, so it doesn't count for a grade. I could make it a quiz and count it for a grade, whatever you want to do. And then you do review and assign. Oh, I didn't name it. Okay, trial, test, I'm gonna call it test 4. All right, so you can assign it. But now you'll see it'll be down here, it's not deployed. So you come here and you say, I'm gonna go, I wanna make sure I know exactly where I am. I want this to be deployed, let's say in getting started. And maybe I'll put it underneath the McGraw-Hill Business 137. So I click under here and I said, this is where I'm gonna add the information. So I'm gonna just put it, so it comes underneath here. I'm gonna go to Content Market. I'm going to go down here to my McGraw-Hill Connect LTI. I'm going to scroll down, go to my section. I'm going to view all. 110 is a little bit different format, but it's still fine. Go to test 4. Come all the way up here. Deploy it to Blackboard. Deploy. Wait a second. And let's see if underneath getting started, it worked out the way it should. 1, 2, 3, getting started. And there's test 4. So it's deployed there. Now let's say I want to change the date. So here, I'm going to delete this out. Don't want to make sure when you delete these out. I'm going to then go over back to Content Market. And I'm going to take care of that one that was assigned. Now it's going to come underneath my getting started. That's the folder I was in. Go to my connect section. Right. Go down to view all. Go to the unassigned because it's not deployed or assigned. And I'm going to deploy it to Blackboard. But you can't. All right. So now we have to go back. And you have to go in and you have to assign it. So you go into here, go up here to assign. I don't know why it's not opened. Let me create another one. Go to my connection. Go in and you go back and you have to assign it again. And it's just, I think I created too big of an assignment when I was making that one. So view all, click on this. All right, assignment information. So go here, go to test 3. I'm going to edit the assignment so I can assign it. I'm going to continue. I'm going to create a due date, maybe, April 27th. I'm going to call it a practice. And then I'm going to review and assign. I'm going to assign. And now it is fine. So now I've assigned it. So now what I need to do is go back in, remember where you were located, and deploy it to Blackboard. So it's click, 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 and then now that one will be in the correct folder. So if you go under getting started, you should see test 3. That should be there now. All right, and it has April date. So those are the big things. So always pair this first time, go to Content Market, go to LTIA, go to here, ignore these other ones, just do this one all the time. Go through the pairing process. If you mess it up, you can always reset your section pairing. You just don't want to reset it once you start getting grades. You go to My Connect section, you pair it, and anytime you see something not deployed, see, like test 3 is not deployed, then you can go in and you can go back now and deploy it. You always remember where your folders, where your cursor was if you're deploying something that did not deploy when you did the big bulk moving of everything for the first time pairing. All right, I hope that's that helps you out a little bit. Just text me, call me if you have any questions. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.